As a popular comedian turns to social media after cops pull him over not once, not twice, but 3 times in 7 weeks. The first incident happened on February 13th. Chris Rock tweeted this picture that you can see. Just got pulled over by the cops. Wish me luck. Then 14 days later, Rock posted this picture for his Twitter followers to see. He said, "I'm not even driving. Stopped by the cops again." The latest incident happened earlier this week. The caption on this picture, "Stopped by the cops again. Wish me luck." Now, we don't know why he was pulled over or if he ever got a ticket, but his police stop selfies are stirring up controversy. Actor Isaiah Washington actually sent out this tweet. "I sold my $90,000 Mercedes G500 and bought 3 Priuses because I got tired of being pulled over by the police. #adapt. So joining us now to talk more on this one, Solomon Jones, of course, morning host at 900 AM WURD. Seriously? Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Bill. How are you?
I'm good. Now, so what do you think, man? Is this a situation where Chris Rock is taunting the police? Is he going too far, or is he just telling the truth?
I think Chris Rock is just telling the truth. The whole thing is documented. University of Kansas did a study on black male drivers under 25, more than twice as likely to be stopped by police for investigatory stops. That stops when they basically have a little bit of suspicion. They want to see if they can search your car. You haven't necessarily done anything wrong. More than twice as likely as their white counterparts to be stopped. And once stopped, black drivers are 3 times as likely to be searched. So I think Chris Rock is just putting a face to what we all already know colloquially as driving while black.
But why not? And yes, people are aware of this, or both you and I are aware of this, and probably a lot of people who are watching. But why not take that opportunity to do something, to tell people how you should act, to talk about the treatment, and not just seemingly make a joke about it on social media?
Well, I don't think it's a joke. I think it is him putting a face to this thing. Now, I talked with Elizabeth Wellington from The Inquirer on my show on Friday about this very subject, and she said she wouldn't be surprised if Chris Rock did a documentary on this, did some kind of comedy routine on this, did something to really illuminate it, because we know Chris Rock has done those types of things in the past. He did a thing called How Not to Get Your Boop kicked by the police a little while ago, and it was tongue-in-cheek, but there was a lot of truth to it. And so I think that even if he does this as a comedy routine, it can bring attention to it that you and I might not be able to.
The comments continue to come in. This comment from Facebook says, "That's what everybody should do every time you're stopped. Take a selfie and post it so it can be tracked." Ken writes, "So there's no thought at all that he's getting pulled over because he's driving like an idiot. It has to be because he's black, right? Get a grip." So Solomon, what do you think about that? As we pointed out, we don't know why he was pulled over.
Right.
It is possible that 3 times in 7 weeks, he's driving like a nut.
That's possible, but it's not probable. The average driver, the average American driver, has a 10% chance of being stopped in the course of a year. He's been stopped 3 times in 7 weeks. We don't know the outcome of these stops, but we do know this. One time when he was stopped, he wasn't even driving. So was he driving like an idiot when he wasn't even driving? I don't think so. I think that he is bringing light to something that we all know about as black people, and specifically as black men.
Yeah, and I'm certainly aware of it too. The other side of that is he wasn't even driving, so was it him who got pulled over? Can he make that an issue of himself? We don't even know who was behind the wheel.
Yeah. I mean, it's not about Chris Rock. I think it's about a systemic pattern. And, you know, everybody wants to say it's everything except race, and maybe it is. But what else could it be if black drivers are this much more likely to be stopped than white drivers, especially if they are young black men? If you look at Chris Rock, he has on a hoodie, he has on a cap. You don't know how old he is. You know he's driving this nice car, and so you stop him, you know, to investigate this car, but you wouldn't do that to a white male the same age. And so I think that it is a systemic problem. I think that race is a factor, although not the only factor, and I think that Chris Rock is bringing light to it.
Yeah, we all know it's an issue, and we appreciate you joining us to have this conversation. The conversation continues on social media. We'll be right back after a Fox Food Bite.